Hey guys, Sinnix here, welcome back to the channel, and I have just hit level 60 on my Warlock, and I can finally get back to working on videos. This video is going to be about my thoughts on Classic WoW and the grind through it, and the nostalgia and all that stuff, and I haven't written anything down for this, it's just off the top of my head, and I figured I prefer to make my videos more just straightforward like that. So far, I think it was really fun. It was a fun leveling process. The quests were great. I enjoyed the old style of questing. I enjoyed the community. I enjoyed that you had to actually get groups of people together to do stuff. Occasionally that was annoying, especially towards the end of level 60, since I got there before most. And so there's only a few people in that leveling zone doing stuff, so it was really hard to get together people for certain quests, but that's going to be no problem for most people when the majority of the crowd show up to that point. At this point, I'm pretty much ready to raid. We're waiting for a couple more 60s to appear on our server, and then I think some guilds are going to start attempting more bosses on Molten Core. I can't wait to do that. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm grinding like items of spell or magic power or spell power on it now, and I look forward to doing that. But so far, the amount of random people I've met, I made friends because I people who are leveling in my bracket continuously. I constantly did dungeons with those people, leveled with them, enchanted their stuff, did a whole bunch of things together, did the Garibashi Arena. It was amazing. It was amazing experience seeing everybody come together to quest and do all kinds of things. And I look forward to leveling an alt, Twinks, and I look forward to raiding, and I look forward when Battlegrounds come out. There's a couple of things I didn't like, and these are small things. These are like, I can keep playing and enjoy myself, no worries. But like, I thought the spell, like it is the very first version of the game, right? You know, the earliest vanilla or classic. I felt spells and mana is super clunky, and sometimes it kind of like is annoying to have to drink and eat every almost after every big fight you have to do that again, which is fine. It's part of the classic experience. I just that's something I don't miss. What was another thing that was annoying me? Oh, I realized I love BRD and I love like those dungeons there, but God, I hate that mountain. I realized how much I forgot back there on the pathways you gotta take, but then just like falling off into the lava, killing myself by accident, and then having to run all the way back there and then dying again and running all the way back there. That I didn't like either, but I can live with that too. It's just, that area was nostalgic in a negative way. It was still fun to be there, but I was like, oh, this place is hell. I definitely did enjoy the difficulty though. I just definitely got annoyed with small things like that, but overall, I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that, like, professions really meant something. I leveled my professions along. I would have been level 60 sooner if I wasn't focused on doing professions as well and making sure I get those done. And if I didn't have to work as much. But I felt like I got level 60 at a pretty decent rate. We're still waiting on a lot of people in my guild to hit level 60. I know on more popular servers, there's probably tons more level 60s, but we're on a Tiche. And Atish is high population, but I think there's not as many skilled players, I would suppose, because there's a lot of people in like lower level ranges, and I'm starting to see less and less people at level 60. Or I got to level 60 pretty fast. There's not very many people here, and there's not very many people in level 50 ranges either. It was kind of a struggle getting together dungeon runs for certain like Black BRD, Skullomance, Strathome. Like all those dungeons were like picking hairs trying to get it to go, but I'm sure as people catch up, it'll be a lot easier getting those dungeons run. Especially like when the server's asleep and everyone's asleep. There was like 5 tanks on maybe that could do the dungeon, maybe like 4 healers on that could do the dungeon, and most of them are already in the dungeon. So I had to wait until they had room for another DPS, and sometimes I was just up killing mobs, grinding my levels out, waiting for the dungeon spot to open up. So far, I've been pretty damn lucky of loot drops, but the funny part was in the very beginning of the classic WoW was that, man, I could not get any drops. Like, I would lose all my rolls, and I was like, this is it. This is fine. If the game goes this way, it's fine. I got tethering. I can just make my my own stuff, you know? tailoring and enchanting. But towards the end, I got extremely lucky. I got an epic to drop while I was in Fairless. I sold that for like 150 gold. Someone actually bought it. It was Nightblood. It wasn't that amazing, but it was nice for a paladin. I sold it on the neutral auction house since I figured a paladin would want to buy that, and I don't think any warrior or other two-handers would be interested in a sword that was that fast. That sold pretty quickly. I made a lot of gold. It was nice playing a warlock, free level 60 mount. I can't wait to start my free level 40 mount. I can't wait to start my level 60 mount soon. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the next phase. There's just so much to do now. I haven't even thought about going back to retail, even though actually I have a little bit. I've been wanting to play my Demon Hunter because I like the way spells and mechanics work in retail. It's just a lot more smoother. Also, I realized I really miss the talent trees. The talent trees are very nice. I don't like the 5 talents. You get to like shoot like 5 layers of talents we have to choose from in the current version of the game. It's kind of boring, but man, I'm really enjoying the old talent trees. Even though some of the talents are kind of pointless, I'm like, I don't need extra range. I'm a shotgun warlock. But man, it's been nostalgic. It's been very nostalgic. I'm surprised I remember as much as I did going through the zones. I was like 11 or 10 years old when Vanilla WoW launched. I played with my brother. My brother was already in high school. He was very good at the game. He was doing the raids and stuff, but I was 11. I didn't know what was going on. I spent way too much time doing dead mines over and over and over, even though I out-leveled it. I spent like months in Stranglethorn Vale trying to do one quest, but then dying a lot. Cause I played on a PvP server, so I got killed by a lot of Horde back then because I was Alliance. And remember when I learned what Dread Mist Armor was and where I could get it from, I was obsessed with running Skolomance. I still love that dungeon a lot. Any of the nostalgic dungeons I love like unconditionally. I just want to do them over and over because it was a really nice experience. Well, guys, I think that's all I have to really talk about so far, but if you got any comments about your experiences or your adventures, what you like or don't like, please leave a comment down below. I'm happy that I finally hit level 60. It's been quite the grind, but I'll have some more content now. I'm thinking about making videos about how to get the keys together, good ways to grind out rep, items you're looking for best in slots for your classes, stuff like that. I think will help out a lot of the community. Even though there's a bunch of other researchers doing that, I figure, you know, if someone searches and they don't know who to look for, they might find me, and I might as well make the video because it's fun. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below.